that
It had to be.
He probably figured they'd do it after the season, but recognized what was going on, recognized the fans, and knew that he had 3 home games left. Enough's enough. Let's just get it done. And so we weren't surprised by the moves yesterday.
No,
at all.
and I think he did Ben McAdoo a huge favor. And if he didn't do it to Jerry Reese, then he would have been the target of all the scorn.
Sure.
So he's removed the 2 main targets. Of course, he's a target. John Mara is because of the fuddling of the Eli Manning thing and everything else. But like I was telling Giant fans, look, this is the beginning now. This is where you start to come back. And things are not going to happen right away. The nice thing is Ernie, of course, he's going to be in the building. They're going to have plenty of time to evaluate a number of different combinations, GM, coach, whether or not they want to give it to a super coach or whether they want to be, GM coach kind of thing. I heard Big Head screaming at John Mara. John Mara is an owner of an NFL team. And I think a very highly respected owner. And Big Head over on the other channel was screaming at him yesterday. And I'm like, what are you doing? The guy is basically telling you he's screwed up. And he's trying to do something about it. He's trying to react to the fans. He's trying to do the right thing. He's trying to do the right thing by everybody. And he's taking all the responsibility on his shoulders. And I haven't seen in one area at all where John Mara is any different from Wednesday than he was to yesterday in his comments.
I'll tell you where.
But the one person who I heard that was completely different, it went from Eli saying I didn't want to cheapen the streak on Wednesday to Eli on Sunday saying, I'm glad that Ben McAdoo came and spoke to me about it.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's where Mara was different. And and again, this is to his credit that he admitted that McAdoo screwed up the whole Eli thing, but it was Mara's fault.
Yeah, but he said that last week.
Yes and no. Last week, here was the narrative last week. Ben McAdoo said first half, second half. They tell Eli, he says, no, thank you. John Mara says, well, I would have liked him to keep playing if he was playing better. He admitted yesterday that he was the one that told McAdoo first half, second half was fine, or McAdoo gave him the plan. He said, no problem. And then Mara said, I wanted to tell him that he should have let him play if he was going well, never conveyed that message. So McAdoo did exactly what he told the owner he was going to do. So it's really, I know you're looking at me funny, but Mara is basically admitting that he screwed up that whole situation.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what he's saying.
Right.
So, and he's the guy, they're not going to fire the owner. The owner's going to stay there. Now, the interesting thing will be, where do they go from here? But that's the good news. I mean, for a Giant fan, you get to celebrate Eli Manning the next 3 out of the 4 home games. If he starts this week, it sounds like he's going to. And you can wear your 10 jerseys inside the stadium as opposed to outside the stadium. Everything will be right. You can boo the owner if you want to boo the owner. You can cheer the player if you want to cheer the player. At the end of the day, I'm just telling you, we could all talk about the word tank, and I heard John Mara say yesterday.
Don't say that word.
We're not going to tank. We're not going to tank. They're not going to tank. You saw them play hard in Oakland.
Yeah.
They weren't tanking in Oakland. The problem is that they can't score.
They're not good.
They can't score no matter who's playing quarterback for them.